The Counter-Strike series has some diehard fans, and some of the skins within Counter-Strike also have some diehard fans. Today, I'm going to be going over 10 skins that I think are incredibly overrated in CS2. Let's see how many people we can make angry with this video. Remember guys, these are all just jokes. Art is subjective. Before we get started guys, if you're new to the channel, we are going to be giving away Shadow Daggers Damascus Steel in minimal wear condition once we hit 1,500 subscribers. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment on this video, and join my Discord server that will be linked down in the description. Let's get started. So at our number 10 spot, we have the M4A1S Decimator. Now don't get me wrong, the new metallic effect on the skin looks absolutely amazing. But correct me if I'm wrong here, in CSGO, the pink accents on the weapon were much more vibrant, much more lively. And in CS2, it just looks so incredibly dull. It looks lifeless in my opinion. We are kind of spoiled now in CS2 with so many skins full of life and full of energy, full of personality. And this thing just looks like a husk. It looks empty. It looks like a shell of its former self. I don't really know how to put it into words. I just don't really like it, especially for the price of these things. It's right in the sweet spot of a budget M4A1S. And I just think there's so many better options. Now, I'm not going to sit here and call this thing a piece of garbage, but it's right there. It's really close. You know, maybe you haven't thrown it away yet, but it's been sitting on the shelf for too long. It's been sitting in your closet. It's been sitting under your desk for too long. It's really close to just being garbage. You probably should just throw it away. On to number 9, we have the AK-47 Bloodsport. I really don't like this thing. It feels really out of place to me personally. Doesn't feel like it belongs in the game. As I've grown older, as I've gotten a little bit more mature, I've grown a very deep appreciation for very sleek, very simple, clean looking skins. And this just has too much going on, honestly. It's too cramped. It's too crowded. I get that that's some people's vibe, and I respect that, right? Art is subjective. Skins are art. Skins are subjective. I totally understand that. I just think it's incredibly overrated. Again, it just feels out of place. It doesn't feel like it belongs in this game. All the other AKs we have in the game, for the most part, have a general kind of theme, a feeling to them, like they belong in CS, like that's a CS skin. This skin feels like it's out of Call of Duty or something like that, like something flashy, eye-catchy. You know, you see it in the item store for $10 or something like that, and you're like, oh, anime skin, let me buy that. Grow up. Now at number 8, we have the Neo-Noir on the op. Now before I start yapping, I want to preface, I think the Neo-Noir is a beautiful family of skins. I just think that the op is the worst executed one. It's just kind of overdone in my opinion, right? We didn't need 4 Neo-Noir skins. It looks great on the op. It looks great on the USPS. It looks phenomenal on the M4A4. But on the op, I think it's kind of lacking. Don't get me wrong. Having 2 girlfriends on the gun, that's awesome, right? Every CS player's dream. 2 girlfriends on a skin, right? I just think it has too much blue compared to the other Neo-Noir skins. It has too much of a vibrant neon blue. I like the dark black, white, vibrant pink, purple popping on the other Neo-Noir skins. This one, definitely the worst of the bunch. Before we move on guys, just a quick word from this video's sponsor. SkinsMonkey is an instant way to get new CS2 skins and make your perfect inventory. First, deposit the skins you want to trade, then filter for the skins you want, last hit trade, and the new skins will instantly be yours. SkinsMonkey is offering up to $5 free on your first trade. The more you trade, the more you earn. If you're looking to buy skins for cheap, SkinsMonkey offers a 35% top-up bonus if you use code SAVIMI at checkout. Check out SkinsMonkey and build your perfect inventory. Now at number 7, we have the AK-47 Nightwish. Anytime I play back-to-back games of Counter-Strike, I see this thing. I see it all the time. It's like a virus. It's intoxicating. It goes everywhere I go. I cannot escape it. I can't get away from it. It's similar to what I said about the Bloodsport, where it just has way too much going on. However, I do like battle-scarred versions of this skin. There's a person in my Discord server, Cloud. He has an extremely high float Nightwish. Here it is on screen right now. I think it's an absolute masterpiece, but anything that looks like the normal, you know, factory new, minimal wear, even field-tested version of this skin, I think is garbage. Now at number 6, we have the Lightning Strike. I know I'm going to make some old heads mad with this opinion, but it's just so bland. It's so basic. This is a red skin. This is a red rarity skin. There are pinks, purples, even blue ops that look night and day better than this thing. Someone put a default purple texture on a skin and copy pasted a lightning bolt across it and called it good, called it a finished skin. I know it's old, but $500 for this thing is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Do you know how many cool skins you can get for $500? I mean, besides age, rarity, and price, this thing is so mid. It's terrible. On to number 5, we have the M4A4 Poseidon. This thing used to be heat. I used to think this was like the coolest skin you could have right behind the HAL, right? But I don't know, it just didn't age great. It doesn't look anything crazy anymore. anymore. It doesn't pop, it's not vibrant. Like I said earlier in the video, skins are full of such life now, and this thing looks very dull. I understand the price on this thing. I know it's from a rare collection, I know it's from an old collection, I know it trades up to the Op Medusa, so, you know, it makes sense that it has that price. But if we take that away, if we take lore and age away, just like we did on the Lightning, this thing is just kind of underwhelming in my opinion. I don't believe this thing has gotten the update to the new view model yet, so maybe when it does, it gets a little facelift. If that does, I will be extremely happy, but until then, it's mid. On to number 4, another skin that's going to piss some old heads off. We have the Desert Eagle Blaze. This is just another example of just terrible creativity in my opinion. Hate me all you want. I'm ready for it in the comment sections. Please, look at this thing. Someone put a black default texture all over the gun and then put some flames on top of it. Big deal. Big deal. Grow up. What do you still play with Hot Wheels? Seriously, look at this thing. It's terrible. You guys do realize this thing is $500 and the Fennec Fox exists. Look at this deagle in comparison. Also, side note, I don't like the new Desert Eagle view model. Honest to God, it looks chunky. It doesn't look sleek. It doesn't look clean. It doesn't look like a steezy kind of gun that the Deagle once was. It looks blocky. Not a fan. Overall, though, the Blaze, terrible skin, mid skin, garbage, throw it away, pick up a Fennec Fox. At number 3, we have the M4A4 Desolate Space. This is by far my least favorite skin in all of Counter-Strike history. I don't know if it's the law of attraction and I just see it all the time because I'm constantly thinking about how much I don't like it, or if it just actually exists everywhere I go. I despise this thing so much. Pick a theme, Desolate Space. You're doing so many different things. What's with that blue plasma beam coming out of nowhere? I don't understand what it's trying to do. I don't understand what it's trying to be. That ugly, stupid, dead astronaut on the front there on the magazine as well. I hate it. My least favorite thing about this gun is when you're going to build a purple inventory. Every other gun in the game has perfect options, right? Something fits beautifully, something fits perfectly. You get to the M4A4, you have this, or you have the X-Ray. You're stuck with two terrible choices, and it bothers me an incredible amount. I hate the Desolate Space. I never want to see it again. At number 2, we have the Hyper Beast, specifically on the op. I'd like to say I don't like the Hyper Beast skin on any of the guns it comes on. I don't like the Nova, the 5.7, the M4A1S, and especially I don't like the op. It has too much going on. I don't know why it had such a cult fan base back in the day. They were making mouse pads, mice. NZXT was making computer cases out of this thing. I didn't understand the hype. I think it's a terrible looking skin. I think it kind of looks like terrible street art, like a wall that's been graffitied on so much that nothing is legible anymore. You can't make out any words, you can't see any of the tags, right? Street art can be cool. Street art can be beautiful. I understand that that stuff takes incredible skill, incredible talent, but some spots are just worn out, or some artists just aren't that good at the art. I think objectively the artwork on this skin, if it was like the background of a desktop or something, like, yeah, I get that, but I definitely don't think it belongs on an op. I think that skins can be works of art, and in my opinion, this is not one of those. Now at number 1 on our list, the most overrated skin in the entire game, we have the AK-47 Redline. I despise this thing. The first thing that comes to mind when I look at the skin is a person who puts fake carbon fiber parts on their car and brags about it being real carbon fiber. Take off the fake parts, bro. Everybody knows they're fake. It's cringe. Grow up. Get a better job. Make more money if you want a carbon fiber car. Stop trying to act like something you're not. Second of all, the one you're looking at in game right here is a fake skin. This is generated on an inspec server. You will never find a Redline that looks this perfect. They're always going to be flawed. They're always going to have chips and scrapes here and there along the weapon, and that bothers me. AK is like the centerpiece of the inventory, right? Other than your knife glove combo and maybe your op if you're an opper, but if you're just your average rifler like me, like most players, the AK is the gem of your inventory, right? You want to have a perfect one. You want it to be yours. You want it to look flawless. You want it to be clean. And the Redline is just none of those things. Not to mention, you see it everywhere. Literally everybody has had a Redline at one point in time. They're so common. I'm pretty sure it might be the most abundantly ran AK, not the most in existence, not the most in circulation, but the amount of players who have ever owned one, used one, pro players, everyone. You've all had one. Be more unique, pick something different. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Like I said earlier, we are going to be giving away these minimal wear Shadow Dyer's Damascus Steel once we hit 1,500 subscribers here on my YouTube channel. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel and join my Discord server that will be linked down in the description. We'd love to have you guys in there. Until next time.